All right, Kenman here, and today is the Bladebinge unboxing round 2. Right. I hope I didn't make anyone mad when I did that Bladebinge unboxing, but I basically purchased several knives out of one big box. Everyone knows I'm kind of long-winded and go on and on. And so I went through and showed 3 of the knives in the first video. This is unboxing number 2 from my first Bladebinge order. If you have not or have not heard of Bladebinge, check them out right there. Gave me a couple cool stickers in the thing. You could go there and buy some of the new knives on their new retail space like I did. Or you can also post your knives, your used knives, and sell them to the secondary market to other people in the knife world. It's a cool little community. But if you're interested in some knives, whether they're new or used or something that was sold years ago that's no longer available, you might find it there. So go to Bladebinge, check them out. This will be continuing my order from the first set of all new knives that I got. And it's a Vosteed. Yes, indeed. All right. Okay. I have several Vosteeds. God, I don't know if I have any out here to compare. We'll see when we get there. Let's open this thing up and see what we got. Anyone have any thoughts on which one they think this is? Comment below. Well, ooh, I like their... It's got like a texture on their warranty card. I'm going to zoom this out. Maintenance safety guides. I like that. That's kind of a newer one. I haven't felt that one with that kind of texture to it. They put that little extra in there. There's our little support card. And then always a nice sticker, the chipmunk sticker. Cute little chipmunk. I mean, that pretty much gives it away what's in here. The chipmunk. Awesome pouch with the Velcro on the front, and then they throw in that little patch that you can swap out and change. Also get a nice Vosteed cloth. And here it is. This is the Vosteed Chipmunk. Boom. Kenman mini bag on the floor. Another small knife, Kenman. What's all these little knives you're getting? Yep, I'm getting turned on more to these smaller knives that my bigger hands, I like a larger knife, but I started getting a few of the littler ones, and I'll be dipped, I tell you what. Okay, so this is the Vosteed raccoon. Ha! Chipmunk. The chipmunk. Let's open it up. Wow, that was almost a slow motion open. Oh, it's so cute and tiny. It's definitely a 3-finger. So, Vosteed Chipmunk. We are looking at a 14C28N blade. Nice little satin finish drop clip-ish kind of point blade, right? Sure. And it's got a G10 handle with a really interesting smooth kind of, there are some lines that you can barely see, but we'll do the die project. Bing. Do a sweet die on this thing. What color should we make this one? And that's going to bring out that texture that I can see on there. So it's a liner lock. Looks like it's easy to access. It's got these nice ridged areas in there. Ooh, it drops shut real easy. There is a cool little flipper tab right there. Huh, works really easy. This thing drops shut simple. Flicks out easy. This one's going to be scary for the thumb. It wants to drop shut really easy, so that's where you can slip like this and it can come down. If I get my finger right there, okay, so if you get your thumb up high enough, you get it to stop. But when they're really loose like this, it can come down, and I've cut my thumb right there. See how easy that drops? So yeah, this little flipper tab easy fires out. drops shut, thumbs out easy, flicks out easy. Ooh, there's a front flipper. Front flipper easy. Wow, this is a cute little chipmunk, if you will. Looks like the clip can be swapped to the other side. They've got that little spot that you can put that in. Let's just do some close-ups here. Nice little short little interesting little tip. What's everyone think of the chipmunk by Vosteed? Yeah, so the lefties, this clip will swap. That clip looks huge on this. Looks enormous. I don't feel, it looks like it'll be all right, but it seems huge. That spot where you have to put your finger, it kind of locks your finger into that area. Yeah, it'd be nice if it was a little bit wider, just kind of a little bit more, but it doesn't feel bad. I'm not too upset about it. Index finger is longer than the knife. This is definitely a smaller offering. Like I said, that kind of worries me right there, that if I don't have my thumb in the right spot. I'm not saying that's necessarily a negative, but it can be as a lefty because you have to reach further across to do that versus a righty, you're just right here. And so you have, it's more like you could cut yourself there versus across your whole thumb. It's not a complaint. It's just a reality as a lefty and a liner lock. So you can, that flipper tab right there can get in the way a little bit on the front flipper. I had my finger up here and it was catching it so that it was preventing it from flipper tabbing. Front flipper. Let's try this again. See, like I want to hold it up there because my hand's big. There we go. You just have to hold it a little lower so you don't catch that little flipper tab right there as it comes around. See that right there? If your hand is here, it's going to catch it, get in the way when you're doing the front. And you can see my finger's all the way up there. Just got to be careful with that. Those, yeah, it almost looks like the studs are wider than the knife. So it seems like it sticks out further on the sides almost, barely. But that's fine because its access is easy. So there's a little ramp right here. Let's focus. Looks like it goes up just a little teeny bit, just a little whoop, and then kind of heads down that way. Little jumps. It's a very small little set of jumps there that unless you're holding back here really kind of tight, like my thumb gets up past those a little bit, but that little bump up there, and I can kind of feel the thumb studs just a little bit. I don't know, it's not so bad. What's everyone think about this little chipmunk? The thumb studs work great. And the rear flipper, very simple. Let's see if I can fail the rear flipper and just like half open it by barely pushing. It almost feels like it could be a little more powerful, but it's still going to fire all the way out. Once it does break that detent, it makes it all the way. So you can see the detent right here. It's got just enough. It'd be nice maybe if it was just a little bit more, but come on. This thing is cute. It's fun. I am definitely getting more and more into these smaller offerings. And this is going to be a nice little fifth pocket knife to have as like a secondary. My main knives tend to be bigger, a little more outrageous. That one came down on my thumbnail. I don't know if you can see on my nail, but when I went to close it, it shot down like that and hit right on my nail. But if that would have been my finger, not trying to make a complaint, it's just something you have to be a little more cautious with and just pay attention to. I have a few knives that they just will drop shut, and as soon as you do that, if there's gravity on it, this knife is just going to fall. And so you have to kind of be careful so that when you're there, you can swing it shut like that. I mean, I like a drop shut knife. I really enjoy that. So it's just something that, again, when you're playing around with different knives, you have to kind of focus a little differently on certain ones, have different things that are attributes. I don't know, whatever. Okay, what are we doing here? Centering is good for the most part. Maybe it's a hair over that way, but that's fine. It is solid. No movement. I said there's that detent's got just enough. Maybe it could be just a little bit more. Oops. There's one little logo, the Vosteed logo on the clip right there. And then they tuck the 14C 28N up on there. And it says Vosteed right there. But when you look at it, that leaves it pretty clean. That logo on the pocket clip doesn't bother me. It doesn't really stick out too much. It'd be nice they could just put it on that little pivot right there. That'd be cool because it's round, right? That little round logo would fit right on there. Vosteed. Check it out. Maybe that's an idea. I don't know. I just like when they do that. They just kind of personalize that pivot. They got a captive pivot, and it's a nice solid area. It's like a nice little spot for branding. But each company is different. They do it the way they want to do it. I don't mind this at all. I would actually think it'd be cool to have a larger version of this, of course. Larger version. But pretty much exactly the same, but a little bit bigger. I would buy it. All right, this little chipmunk is 6 and an 1/8 at best. It's barely over 6. That's fun. And 2.5-inch blade to this little tip right here, and then you definitely have 2.5, almost a little more than 2.5, 2 5/8 on the cutting surface because you got the belly on there. And then your handle is 3.5 inches. With the clip, it's a little more than a 1/2 inch wide, but without the clip, it's a little more than 3, almost a 1/2 inch, close to a 1/2 inch for a width. But that's nice. You kind of want it to have that width so it's not so thin that you don't feel like you're grabbing onto anything. Okay, let's do some comparisons. I always compare with the standard Pyrite. It's a very common knife. If you don't have a Pyrite, check them out. There are so many offerings, so many styles and designs, but it's a great kind of mid-size, closer to full-size knife, but it just works awesome. It's fun. So it's definitely smaller, 1/2 inch, 3/4 of an inch smaller on the front and the back side versus the regular Pyrites. I've got the Pyrite Mini right here. Did the laser mark on that. This is one of the reasons I've been enjoying the smaller knives is this mini Pyrite right here. I got it and it just made me smile and it works really good and it's just fun. So it's definitely bigger than the mini Pyrite. The Chipmunk's got 1/2 inch, 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch on the blade. Not bad, not bad. What was the other new one that I got that was smaller? The Concept Accipiter. So the Accipiter actually is a smaller knife, but this Chipmunk is smaller yet. The Chipmunk kind of falls in between the Accipiter and the mini Pyrite, huh? So it's like for smaller knives. And green. Bing, bing, bing. This porridge is too cold. Yeah. I don't know. I am enjoying these smaller knives. So it's something that I'm going to continue to explore. I like all knives, and so I will keep looking at stuff. Like I said, I'm not sponsored by anyone, so it's kind of on me to look for knives that I'm interested in. And when I find some from companies like Vosteed, I will continue to give them business. This is the Civivi Cedar Sendi. I just wanted to grab it because look at the flipper tab is almost identical, right? This has a little bit more jimps on it that you can feel. There are no jimps on this one here on the Chipmunk, but oops, see there, that one went down. Damn it. I'm not bleeding, but that was exactly that. You can go back and watch that. I got to be careful with that. But that is funny because the Cedar Sendi is another one of those. There's nothing really to get in the way, and then it doesn't quite slam shut as easy, but it can come down on you. All right, here we are, 15 minutes. This is the reason I split up the video, because I want to give the new knives that I've not had before their time that I give them. Here we are at 15 minutes on just this one. I think the total knife, the main unboxing of the Bladebinge box with all 5 knives in it, I only opened the 3 CJRBs, and it was about 16 minutes. So I think I made the right move. I'll go ahead and grab those though. We almost have my whole Bladebinge order out. I have one more coming. Part 3 will be happening soon. Pay attention for that. But what did I get? Bladebinge. I got the CJRB Agave, the CJRB Mini Pyrite in that electric blue, the CJRB Echo with a steel handle. I'm going to be doing laser marks on all 3 of these. If you're interested or have ideas on which ones, what I should do on there, comment below. And then we've got the little Vosteed Chipmunk. I'm excited to mess around with that more. We have one left. This Kubi be happening soon from my first order from Bladebinge. Go check out Bladebinge. Buy some new knives. Buy some used knives. Give them some business. I'm not sponsored by them or anything, but I think they're good guys. And it seems like a nice company, and they've got some good deals right now. And if you're looking for some new knives, or used knives, why not check it out? Okay, so here we are. Get these out of here. Today's showcase was just for the new Vosteed Chipmunk. Cute little thing. I'm going to have to mess around with this. This will be a great 5th pocket secondary knife that I'm going to carry with me and test out. What color should we dye this? Comment below. That's going to be it for today. If you enjoy what you see, please hit that like button and subscribe if you'd like to see more. Helps me out, and I really appreciate it. Stay sharp. We'll see you soon.